Test 1, 2. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Revere Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. If we could rise and salute the flag, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of the members. Mr. Levin is absent tonight. Mr. Lopes? Here. Mr. O'Brien? Here. Mr. Pelton? Here. Ms. Pratt? Here. And Chairman Tucker?
Here.
Here. Quorum is present. Chairman, you said you wanted to take up the last application?
Nope, the 2526 for Revere Street.
Sure. Application A2526, Revere 331 LLC, North Shore Road, Revere, Mass., requesting variances to enable the appellant to construct a 5-story apartment building consisting of 26 residential units at 331 Revere Street.
Good evening, Chairman, members of the board. Jamie Russo, on behalf of Revere 331 LLC, 1040 North Shore Road, Revere, Massachusetts, requesting a ability to withdraw without prejudice, please.
Okay, thank you. Seeing that this is a public hearing, I'll ask if there's any proponents. Anyone in favor? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any opponents? Anyone opposed? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Does any members wish to speak, or is there a motion? Okay. Motion to approve, withdrawal without prejudice.
Shall the Zoning Board of Appeals allow the applicant to withdraw without prejudice? Mr. Lopes? Yes. Yes. Mr. O'Brien? Yes. Mr. Pelton? Yes. Yes. Ms. Pratt? Yes. And Chairman Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, the application has been withdrawn without prejudice. Go back to the regular order of business.
Regular order of business, please.
First application is A2524, Wagner Mendez, 70 Ridge Road, requesting a variance of section 1724010, minimum side yard and front yard setbacks, to enable the appellant to construct a 22-foot by 23-foot garage where the existing driveway is located at 70 Ridge Road.
Could the applicant state his name and address by pressing the button one time? The red light will come on. There you go.
Hi, my name is Wagner Mendez. I'm the owner of 70 Ridge Road, Revere.
Okay, the application pretty much speaks for itself, so I will ask, seeing that it's a public hearing, are there any proponents? Anyone in favor? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Are there anyone opposed? Any opposition? We do have.
Mr. Chairman, there's several opposition letters on file.
Okay.
From their, well, not the names and addresses.
Just to read their names and addresses for the record.
For the record, letters of opposition on file from Lawrence and Jill Mundy, 60 Ridge Road. Virginia Saratani, 78 Ridge Road, opposed. Maureen Demers, formerly of 73 Ridge Road. Caroline Chiari, 76 Ridge Road. That's all.
Is there anyone else in the audience opposed? Please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, please. The microphone's on, so.
Hello, my name is Kathleen Lucas. I reside at 74 Ridge Road and 72 Ridge Road, which is my driveway. There should have been a letter on file from my landlord. He lives in California, but I have a copy of the letter with me. It's on my phone. Murch Ewing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, good.
There was clips right here.
Okay, I just want to make sure you had it.
Okay, do you wish to add anything, or?
Well, we already have enough noise level in the neighborhood, and we already have enough traffic. And I'm just thinking that it's going to cause a lot more car traffic, you know, and we already have enough people speeding up and down the street as it is. And I've lived here, I've only lived here since 2013, but there's been quite a change in the neighborhood since I've even moved here.
Okay. All righty, are there any other opponents? Anyone else opposed? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any members wish to speak?
Yeah, I got a question. You're the owner, right?
Yes, I am the owner.
The drain there, is
Yes.
I'm assuming that's before the garage, right?
Yeah, it is, it looks like whenever they built the house, they already built the foundation for the garage. My neighbor on the right side, he claims that the previous owner, he was gonna build the garage, but he ran out of money. He ended up not doing it. But there is a drainage right in front of it already.
Right, so that's where your garage door is gonna be?
Exactly. So my garage would be exactly where the foundation already exists. We'll just frame and build it up.
In the neighbor on the right, that's where that big, I was by there this morning. I
Okay.
wanted to take a look and visualize it.
Yeah,
And he's got that big bush over there on the right?
exactly.
That-
Yeah.
Okay,
That's on the front of the garage, it's where I'm missing the 3 foot that I need for the setback. I only have 7, I'm supposed to have 10. On the back side of the driveway, I already have the 10 foot. It's just on the front, because the lot, it's a little an angle, so I don't have exactly the 10 feet there.
right. I didn't walk onto your property, but if I was to walk to the back of that driveway,
Yeah.
what is it, a cliff that?
So I have 2 more levels there. I have a patio, a big area with all patio, and with the drainage as well. And then I have another retaining wall for the lower part of my lot, which I previously applied for a permit, and I level everything up, and I put turf in there.
Okay, so that's your lot, the driveway, plus you have,
2 more sections in the back.
okay, behind that.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's pretty big there.
Oh, nice,
Um,
okay.
I did, came into the city hall and got the letters, and I read it all the letters that, the people that opposed. And to be honest, I couldn't see any good reasons that it would be a problem. Like she said, noise, what kind of noise the garage could cause. I bought a very inexpensive car, and the last winter, the car was exposed to the weather, and it ended up hurting the paint. I have to spend money to fix the car. So that's why I was applying for the garage, just to protect the cars. And it would be exactly where the foundation is right now, so I wouldn't be adding anything, or, I heard about some of the neighbors complaining that they were afraid of me building an apartment on top of it, but it's not my intention. It's just a garage to protect the car.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see any problem.
That was going to be my question. What did you plan on housing in the garage? And if you were planning on building up? But you've answered my questions. It's just for a car. I don't see the noise
Yeah,
factor
it's-
either.
I spent $600,000 on that house. Everybody, if you Google it, you'll see how the house used to be and how the house looks right now. I take very good care of my house. It's beautiful. And I don't see a reason why I wouldn't be able to, because I intend to live there for a long time. So I would love to be able to have the garage to protect the cars.
I'm just, after reading some of the comments that people did for opposition, this will only house 2 vehicles, am I correct? It can't, there's only 2 vehicles that are going in this garage.
Yes, exactly.
It wouldn't,
Right
it
now, I
wouldn't
have
serve more
a
than 2 vehicles.
I have a pickup truck as well, but I'm actually selling the pickup truck.
But as far as the vehicles go, it would only be able to house 2 vehicles inside, right? Because it's only 25.
Another option that I was also was using the lift, that I can lift the car up. That's why the plans for the garage, it's 11 feet high, so I can actually put a lift and put a car under and 1 car on top of it. Because the car, I have an exotic car, it's very small, so I would put him on top and the car underneath.
Now, when you say a lift, this lift couldn't be used for any mechanical, so you wouldn't be doing work on the vehicles?
No. I saw one of the letters, one of the neighbors, and I understand why she was upset. When I bought the exotic car, I made a mistake. One day I was showing my car to my friends, and I was honking the car. She got really upset. She came over. She actually even called the police, but I apologized, but I guess she wasn't happy with that. That was the only reason why. And then I saw that she put it, that she was afraid of me opening a mechanic to fix cars. But everybody that lives on the street, I own 3 construction companies. I own a glass company, a stone company, a construction. That's what I do for a living. I have no intentions of, I don't even know how to change an oil in a car, so it's not my intention at all.
So if there was a restriction put on there that no commercial vehicles could be housed in the garage, you
That
have
would be
no
perfect for
opposition.
me, yeah.
If there was a restriction as far as a lift, the lift could only be used for, and I don't know if we can do that. I don't think we could promote a lift in the garage. I think, because there's no mechanical parking in the city now. They took away that.
Yeah.
So would you be opposed if we
No,
restricted
not at
the
all.
lift? So it would just be
you-
strictly for housing vehicles?
Exactly.
No commercial vehicles?
No commercial, no
And you'll
intentions to
stay
build
within
anything
the
on top of it.
footprint?
You can restrict that. I have no
There
intentions
was
to.
another concern that this is abutting the sidewalk. It's not,
No.
because you're staying in the footprint of the house.
Exactly. The
Or
garage is
the
gonna line up
breezeway
with the
that's out
existing
there.
house. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what's the will of the? With, with the conditions that there'd be no plumbing, no habitability, that no mechanical lifts. Yes. All right, you do have to come up to here. And you just have to state your name and address if you don't mind, just when you get to the microphone.
Hi, my name is Virginia Saratani, and I'm on 78 Ridge Road. So I hear you talking, and some of the presentation or what I thought would be, I'd like to clarify, is it going to house 4 cars, or is it going to be for 2 cars? That's like a biggest concern of mine.
To get in a garage that's only 25 feet long, a car is typically 16 to 18 feet long. So you wouldn't be able to put 4 cars.
So it would be, the other car would still be on the lift?
No, there's no lift. We're restricted. We wouldn't allow a lift.
So how many cars would be in the garage?
There's 2 cars in the garage.
And they would all be on one level?
It's the single you drive in. It's just housing 2 vehicles within the footprint that's currently there.
I guess I wanted to know, like, how high would the roof be if it's only housing?
It's not exceeding the height of his original house
I
next
know, I
to
know
it.
that, okay. But I'm just wondering, how tall is that going to be?
The project right now, it's for 11 feet, but if I'm not doing the lift, I can make it even lower.
And it's a pitched roof or a flat roof with
It's
an
gonna be
angle
a
in the
flat
back?
roof.
So a
Yeah.
flat roof.
I have just a design right now, but I'm gonna be hiring the engineers to present everything to the city when I pull the permits.
So if, right now, it would be 11 feet tall. He could lower it because he's not gonna have any type of a lift in there.
Right.
But aesthetically, 11 feet, I don't think would be looking any bad there. I'm
Would the cars be side by side? You're saying
side
2
by
cars.
side, yes. There's 22 feet wide, so 2 cars. 2
There's
cars
no
in a simple
intention
garage.
for on top of the cars, like in 5 years?
No, not at all. They can
Any
restrict that.
modification, they'd have to come back in front of the Board of Appeals. We're
Right, I
stating that no
understand that, yeah.
habitat can be in this, so there can be no living arrangements or anything in there. We're restricting that.
Okay.
So it won't exceed,
No residential use in the garage or on top of the garage?
no residential in the garage. It's just gonna be for, no commercial vehicles, so it will be pretty much 2 vehicles that will be housed in the garage. I don't know the actual footprint of the height there. I can't read that. Can you see that?
It's 11 feet.
So it's not gonna exceed 11 feet high. It's not really an issue. If he wants to lower it, that's up to, that's fine, but.
Yeah, it's actually the same height as the, I think I added,
Come back in front of us. what you're presenting is 11 feet, so if you're gonna try to do any modifications, you would have to come in front of the board.
Yeah, no,
again, so-
11 feet, even if I don't do the lift,
Right.
it's still a good height because
But
it
you
will
would have
look.
to come in front of us if any other modifications.
yeah.
Nothing can be done without
Because
you
I
coming in
had a
front of us.
design doing, he did the exterior of the house, he did everything, so he likes everything very symmetric.
It is
So actually-
symmetric, that's why I
It's
don't
it's
mind
symmetric
that,
with the
but
house, yeah.
but if you want to lower it or anything, you'd have to come back in front
Okay,
of the board.
all right, sounds good.
That's one of the things here. So if we could read the motion out?
The conditions discussed by the committee were as follows. 1, no commercial vehicles shall be stored on the property. 2, there shall be no mechanical lifts or stackers shall be installed within the garage. There shall be no residential use in the garage. And finally, any modifications to the garage shall require reapplication to the Zoning Board of Appeals. In addition to the standard ZBA conditions, if the rights authorized by this variance are not exercised within 1 year of the date of the grant of this variance, the right shall lapse. This variance shall not be valid until the appellant has recorded this variance and plan in the Suffolk County Registry of Deeds and submits document recording numbers and dates to the city clerk and building inspector of the city of Revere. And the appellant must receive site plan review approval prior to applying for a building permit.
As for roll call, please.
Shall the zoning board of appeals grant the relief requested, subject to those conditions just read into the record? Mr. Lopes? Yes. Yes, Mr. O'Brien? Yes. Yes, Mr. Pelton? Yes. Yes, Ms. Pratt? Yes. Yes, and Chairman Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, the variance has been granted, subject to those conditions.
Thank you very much,
You have to
guys. I
wait
appreciate
for
it.
the city clerk to send you something before you do anything.
Next application is A2525. This is a special permit. Sandra Tapia, 57 Chamberlain Ave, requesting a special permit pursuant to section 1740040 from the ZBA to enable the appellant to modify an existing non-conforming two-family structure by removing the existing 16.1-foot by 25.8-foot three-season porch and constructing a 20-foot by 26-foot addition at 57 Chamberlain Ave.
Thank you. My name is Sandy Tapia. I live at 57 Chamberlain Avenue. Thank you all. And I am asking to have an extension on the existing porch that's already there, deck for an additional 4 feet, and to be constructed into a living quarters. So,
Okay, seeing that this is a public hearing, I'll ask if there's any proponents. Anyone in favor? Please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
I'm opposing?
That's next. Wait, I have to do the proponents first. Any proponents? Anyone in favor? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. We do have, the ward councilor was unable to be here due to a family thing, but she's stated that she is a proponent for this evening.
Chairman Tucker, there's a proponent on file via email, the abutter to the rear of
Yep.
the property at 40. The abutter to the rear of the property at 46 Goodwin Ave has filed a letter in favor.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Is there any opponents? Kindly step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. You're all set. It's on.
Hi, my name is Jane Manning, and I'm a managing director of 42 Goodwin Avenue, which is behind the Sandra's property. And I had a few concerns. I feel as though she needs a variance to go 4 feet closer to the properties that are on Goodwin Avenue. Backyards, the backyards abut each other, and I'm not directly behind her, but I'm adjacent. And I wanted to see a schematic design of what this addition would look like, and if the additional protrusion depth is into their backyard, or is it in the existing footprint of the porches? I think she said that it would extend another 4 feet. The uses, is it for resident enjoyment, for her dog sitting business? If it's dog sitting, is this a Board of Health approved for a residential neighborhood? And will there be need for an exterior fire escape stairwell to the back required for this extension? And I feel as though this, if this variance is granted, then will set precedent for everybody on Chamberlain to extend their property into the backyards, which make it closer to the backyards of people on 42 Goodwin Avenue. And that an attempt for that had happened several years ago, but the zoning board kind of caught it in time because it was going to be too close to the property line of my family property at 42 Goodwin Avenue.
Are you saying that this property was in front of us before? I don't recall that.
No,
All right.
it was not.
So it was another property that's near your property?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because it wasn't this
No.
property. And it was a much different layout than this property.
Correct. Before, it was like an attempt to put a patio, like,
Right, but that's nothing to do with this.
nothing to do with it.
I just want to make that
Right.
clear. It
I
wasn't-
just feel as though the precedent, if this happens to one house on Chamberlain, then it sets a precedent for many other properties on Chamberlain to ask for a variance and maybe even extend beyond 4 feet.
Okay. So, did you go downstairs to view the plan prior to this
I
meeting,
did
or-
not, no.
Okay. If you'd like to take a moment to look at the plan, I'd be...
Well, I can see that this proposed addition does go 4 feet into the existing backyard, which abuts 46 Goodwin Avenue. And my property is beside 46, it's number 42. And I just felt as though this is a precedent that's going to encourage anybody else on Chamberlain to ask for a zoning variance.
And what you're stating is correct, but that's why we're here, because you have to do it one at a time. So this here, the rear abutter is not in opposition to, but it is correct. It's going the 4 feet. And that was on the plan. That's why I asked if you looked at the plan
I
prior
have
to
not.
this.
I have not.
Okay. So that was your concern. It's not shadowing or doing anything to your property, but you were just concerned about a precedence, that's it.
About precedent setting and extending properties so that they are very close to the property line of properties on Goodwin Avenue.
Okay.
It's non-conforming because it's a two-family in a single-family district.
I think the addition is a great idea, but it's just the protrusion of 4 feet, to enclose the outside porches to make it, an enclosed space and more livable situation. It's just the adding of the extra 4 feet is the point of contention.
It is 15 feet, 7 inches away from the property line.
And what is the existing requirement for space between,
What is
in
it?
backyards?
20.
So,
Okay.
to increase the density of living space is, something that is, not really compatible with that neighborhood.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Other concerns that you raised as far as if there's a kennel that has nothing to do with us, you're welcome to contact the city for that, but it's not a board, it's not a zoning thing, so we wouldn't be able to get involved in that. Any members wish to speak?
So you're just going widthwise, not widthwise, but lengthwise?
Left-wise, yes.
You already have the 20 feet living or
Yeah.
deck or
So
whatever it
there's a-
is?
Yeah, we've been using the deck
Yeah,
obviously.
okay,
So we're just gonna go back a few feet and close it.
okay, thank you.
Is there a motion? Motion to approve? Okay, with our standard restrictions?
If approved, the standard conditions are as follows. If the rights authorized by this special permit are not exercised within 2 years of the date of the grant of this variance, the right shall lapse. This special permit shall not be valid until the appellant has recorded this variance and plan in the Suffolk County Registry of Deeds and submits document recording numbers and dates to the city clerk and building inspector of the city of Revere, and the appellant must receive site plan review approval prior to applying for a building permit. Shall the zoning board of appeals grant the relief requested, subject to those conditions? Mr. Lopes? Yes. Yes, Mr. O'Brien? Yes. Mr. Pelton? Yes. Ms. Pratt? Yes, and Chairman Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, the special permit has been granted, subject to those conditions.
Thank you.
Last application on tonight's agenda, A2527, Dennis Powers and Michael Venditto, care of D'Ambrosio LLP, 14 Proctor Ave, Revere, Mass., requesting variances to enable the appellant to construct a 4-story residential structure consisting of 17 units at 675 Broadway.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chairman and members of the board. My name is Nancy O'Neill. I am an attorney located at 14 Proctor Avenue. I represent the applicant in this matter, Mr. Dennis Powers, and I am joined here tonight by Mr. Powers, our architect, Mr. Eric Zackerson of Context Workshop, and our engineer, Mr. Giovanni Federa of Federa Engineering. The applicants are the owners of 675 Broadway. Which, as you can see here, you may know this lot. It is located between Safi's Market and Moshia Insurance on Broadway. The lot contains a small commercial structure constructed around 1945 with large surface parking areas on either side. And as outlined in our October 14th letter, which I hereby incorporate by reference, this property is burdened by a number of challenging conditions, such as a grade change and irregular shape, which complicate construction and justify the award of variances. The applicants propose to redevelop this lot with a contemporary 17-unit apartment building, which would feature 17 parking spaces. And here is the proposed concept drawing for this building. So I'd like to point out that apartment use is allowed by right in the general business district where this property is located. The building is to contain 15 one-bedroom units and 2 two-bedroom units, and these units average out at around 700 square feet each. This new building has been designed to fit with the size and scale of neighboring buildings. The proposed building is a 4-story building featuring lot line to lot line coverage in line with neighboring properties. Particularly the buildings on either side of this lot feature extensive lot coverage. The 4-story height here is below the maximum allowed in the GB district, which would be a 5-story building. And this building fits with the heights of neighboring buildings such as 653 Broadway, the 4-story building at 708 Broadway, and the 5-story building at 791 Broadway. The proposed density here complies with the city's 2020 master plan, which calls for greater density in the general business district to encourage the development of housing and stimulate economic development along Broadway. So this project is exactly what is being called for in the city's master plan. So overall, this is an attractive modern building that would replace the current underutilized commercial structure and improve the aesthetics of this stretch of Broadway. And I'd like to point out that this project has several other benefits for the neighborhood and the city of Revere. This building would provide foot traffic to the numerous small businesses in this stretch of Broadway. And this is a transit-oriented property. So this project, it features one-to-one parking. We're not anticipating that every resident would necessarily want to have a car in this area. but we do not anticipate this project creating any sort of traffic issue. So again, this is a modern, attractive building, and importantly, this building would feature affordable housing. So in recent days, we've incorporated affordable housing into this building at the request of the city. So we're prepared to offer 3 units, which is 17% of the project as affordable housing units. And in today's housing crisis and affordability crisis, the applicants are proud to offer this benefit to City of Revere residents. So overall, this project advances several goals of the City of Revere. It would further economic development along Broadway, provides critical housing, and it would not create a traffic issue. So this is a minimally impactful project that would really benefit this stretch of Broadway. And for these reasons, we would respectfully request that the board grant the variances. And we're happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you for staying within the time frame. I have to point that out to you. Seeing that this is a public hearing, are there any proponents? Anyone in favor? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any opponents? Anyone opposed? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. I did review this in depth. I voiced a concern about the back, I'll say, right side. There's a stairwell that was actually right out to the sidewalk. And I believe that you corrected the plans to not have that happen. Is the architect here?
Yes, that's correct. Our architect is here, but I can summarize. So as,
Oh, you have a copy of a plan that
these
shows it?
are the plans from 2 days ago, but we submitted plans to the Madam Clerk earlier this afternoon, and those plans
Excellent.
reflect that the interior door, which I can point out.
Right side, all the way in the corner. That's School Street, so it's right in the, right, there you go, right there.
One door here. Yeah, and we pulled it so that it is in a small alcove.
Okay. And the other one is just a mechanical room for fire services, which isn't something that people would be going in and out of. All right, that was my biggest concern. That's the concern I raised, and I thank you for bringing it to the architect's attention. Anyone else?
I have a question. Are these for lease or for sale?
These units would be for lease.
I'd like for you to give the developer my opinion. We need more affordable housing. We need more homeowners. So it'd be nice to see a project that would be for sale here.
There's no abutters behind you, behind this building, is there?
No, so
School Street.
if you're familiar with this lot, Broadway, that's where this shot was taken from, and then directly behind the property is School Street. So there's no butters to the rear.
It's School Street.
And School Street's a one-way down to a very certain point, right? So it goes from, it's a one-way?
Right, so if you're familiar with this area, it's the insurance building, and then there's a large multi-use
Yeah.
commercial building beneath that, and then there's that intersection with like Cushman Ave, True Street, Broadway, School.
So to
I believe.
enter this property, they'd be going on, what's it, I forget the other street there that they have to
Right,
come
so
down
this
to
is
get onto this.
Eastern, but then there's a few more properties, a few more
Right.
blocks, and then there would be the intersection.
But to get onto School Street to enter this property, it's at the set of lights there. Am I right?
East Mountain to school.
Yes, yep, okay. We would have our standard restrictions that there would be no issuance of any parking passes, or that would be part of the restrictions. Not eligible.
If the rights authorized by this variance are not exercised within 1 year of the date of the grant of this variance, the right shall lapse. This variance shall not be valid until the appellant has recorded this variance and plan in the Suffolk County Registry of Deeds and submits document recording numbers and dates to the city clerk and building inspector of the city of Revere. The appellant must receive site plan review approval prior to applying for a building permit. and the property shall not be eligible for participation in the City of Revere's residential and visitor on-street permit parking program.
Can I ask one question again? I'm sorry. You brought up a good point. Is this going to be individually metered so that if this wanted to become a condo, that they'd have the opportunity to do that or no?
We had asked for future condo docs, but water meter, we didn't get.
All right, if you come up to the microphone, please. Most buildings now are being built so that their water meters can be billed out, gas, electric.
Right.
I'm just wondering if this building's being done like that.
We had talked about the future of possibly selling them as condos, and the architect said condo docs are nothing, and that would leave us with water meters. So that's a discussion we have to have, but it's not out of the realm
Okay,
of.
as long as it's something that you could think about in the future,
Absolutely.
right?
Thank you.
Shall the zoning board of appeals grant the relief requested, subject to the conditions that were read into the record? Mr. Lopes? Yes. Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Pelton?
Yes.
Yes. Ms. Pratt?
Yes.
Yes, and Chairman Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, the variance has been granted, subject to those conditions. No further business.
Having no further business, our next meeting will be November 19th. Thank you.
I'm going to Naples.